Hello everyone, and I'll be playing Horror Romance, a horror dating simulator where you get the choice to date Ghostface, Jason, Michael, Freddy, or Chucky. So you get all those choices of whatever potential partner you have. And basically you play as someone who's had a difficult past with their family and you got released from prison. You decide to go to Amityville to start a new life. So that's red flag number one. And you buy an abandoned cafe and you decide to make it a horror themed cafe. You have real, I don't know if they're cosplaying as it. I'm pretty sure they're real life serial killers helping you along the way. Before we begin, there are some things I should tell you about myself. Name is Moonray. Pronouns, and yes, this is correct. No, get away from me already. Come here, you little what? Whore. I said get away from me. Same dream as always. I doubt I'll ever get to sleep without nightmares. I blink and scratch my eyelids. I gotta remind myself not to sleep on a moving bus. I got a headache and maybe a concussion for every time my head hits the window while sleeping. I search inside my backpack for my phone. I need to know what time it is and to check for notifications. Remy turns on the phone and sees two moon messages. The first one is from Mr. Torrance. Remy, please contact me whenever you arrive to Amityville. Everything's set up. If you want, I can come for you. I prefer not owing anything to my landlord just yet. Thanks for caring, but I'll go to the cafe before heading to the apartment. I gotta sort out all the purchase paper. Remy slides into the next message from one new waitress, Carrie. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. I'll be at the cafe tomorrow by 7 o'clock. Thanks, Carrie. Please don't worry too much, okay? It's just a waitress gig. We'll work on the cafe later. I spent all night inside a bus. Now I gotta get to the cafe, then the new apartment, and then unpack. My body's hurting. I'd kill for a frappuccino right now. The old owner finally retired after signing a never-ending contract to buy a new cafe. I've been behind bars for the last few years, and I've gone through many jobs, saving to finally get my own business. And finally, now that I'm the new owner, I feel, happy. Quite accomplished. After all I've worked these past few years, having a business will definitely make things better. I stopped distracting and grabbed my suitcase to go home. I chose to get home after a tiring day. I still can't believe I'm here, so far away from my old home, away from Mom, and far away from my stepdad. Just remembering makes me have a stomachache. Sometimes I wonder if killing him was really worth it. Well, it seems like it. Seems like it was self-defense. Oh shit, sun's barely rising and I gotta get up already. I get out of bed, question my life choices. After a bit, I get up and go to my small kitchen. I opened up the fridge, just a few things I got last night to eat. I've gotta do some actual grocery shopping. I take a few cheese slices and some butter. I'll make a light breakfast to get to work. Quickly eat my food while dressing and rush into the door, shrieking when I find my landlord right in front of me. Good day to you too. Just wanted to check how my new tenant was doing. Creepy guy. I'm fine, how did you know? I didn't. I just came to check up and you opened the door before I knocked. Oh yeah, I understand. Well, to be honest, I'm in a hurry. I've got to set everything up for the cafe's reopening. Yo Cafe? You bought it? Well, that's a nice surprise. I'm glad you're an entrepreneur. Does it have a new name? Yeah, it's... Oh, cafe? I gotta think about this. Okay, I'm just gonna name it Happy Time Cafe. I mean... that should work. Yeah, it's Happy Time Cafe. That's a nice name. Well, maybe I'll pass through and take a coffee later. Good luck. Yeah, thanks. I'm off now, Mr. Torrance. Gosh, I hope it doesn't. This guy gives me the chills. I finally step into the street. Before going to the cafe, I have to go to the supermarket and buy a few things I need. As I step away from the apartment building, I start to feel something odd. that feeling of being watched. Nevertheless, when I look to my side in search of a person, I realize there's no one in the streets. Maybe the paranoia is back? A quick walk down the street, uneasy, thanks to the GPS I get to the supermarket. Take everything I need, milk, almond milk, vanilla, cocoa, etc., and a treat for myself, a chocolate bar. I get out of the market with my shopping items, realizing that the sun is slowly rising above the horizon. Thanks to being distracted, I didn't notice someone in front of me and bumped into what feels like a brick wall. He's just going around and I get up. When I looked up, I see a really big guy using a weird and worn out hockey mask. I feel shivers down my spine while seeing him. He doesn't say anything, just stares. After a bit, I realize he's not looking at me, but a chocolate bar in my hand. Oh, I get it, he wants some. Okay. I lift my back on the floor. I get up with both of my hands. I break the chocolate bar into two. Here, sharing won't kill me. The guy tilts his head, looking at the chocolate for a few seconds. He accepts and proceeds to move his hands in a pause and gentle manner. I'm surprised when I notice he's mute, and quickly realize what he's saying. It's sign language. I then move my hand to answer, "You're welcome." One of the many things I learned in prison thanks to the free time. Now I'm glad I learned it in a way. Finally, I grab my things and leave the big guy behind. I get to the cafe and find someone at the doorstep. For her appearance, I knew it. She was my new waitress, Carrie. "Oh, you must be with me. I'm sorry I got here too early. Should I come back later or..." "But don't worry, actually it's quite convenient. I have to set up everything up and cleaning was going to take a long time. Could you take care of that?" "Yeah, right away." Her name was Carrie. Suspicious. Carrie quickly stepped inside as I opened the door. I told her where the cleaning tools were while I went behind the bar, setting the groceries up. I grind the coffee, put the cream inside the sleeve, and set up the cups in an accessible place. I placed all the pastries and desserts on the shelf next to the counter. When I'm done, I was in front of an impeccable cafe. Carrie even placed a tablecloth on the inside. Weird, do we have any of those? Wow, Carrie, what a quick worker, thank you. I guess we can open up early. It was nothing. I'm a good cleaner, I'll change. Carrie went behind the bar and put on her apron. Meanwhile, I hung up the open sign. I had already put the advertisement in the newspaper alongside the coupon, and I had the advantage of the cafe being right in front of a park. I come back to the bar, approaching Carrie. While we wait, I want to explain to her how to use an espresso machine. Have you ever tried one of these? Sorry, I haven't. I never had something like that. She almost had a heart attack when she had to say no. I just nodded. Easy, you don't have to worry about not knowing. It's okay, not everyone knows about this. Let me explain. Taught Carrie the basics about coffee, fill with water, put coffee on the portafilter, and showed her how to level up the machine. Then I put the portafilter back and finally started the machine. Voila, just like that. Well, I thought it'd be harder. The machine won't be a problem. What will be hard is the service itself. Serving coffee can be easy, but it's got its tricks. Now memorize the menu and the ingredients. Clients arrived, so I tell Terry to bring them the coffee once it's done. I get closer to the bar, noticing a dark-haired tall man, his most noteworthy feature being a metallic hand. "Welcome to Happy Time Cafe. What can I offer you?" Look at that, the old shittles reopened, and with a hottie serving too. Last owner looked like he got a stick up his ass. The man laughed. I don't know if I should laugh or raise an eyebrow. I didn't get to know him much. I only do coffee. That's all I'm expecting. Well, give me an Americano with whiskey. Whiskey? We don't have that on our menu. Whiskey? Come on, you don't have good coffee without whiskey. I ain't a whiskey. You don't have a good old bottle in there? Should I give him the alcohol? No. Nope. You don't have permission to serve alcohol. You can add it by yourself. God damn it. You can sit down if you wish. Your coffee's on the way. It's okay, I'll wait here. I'm in no hurry. I make his coffee, serve it in the cup, and hand it to him. The man takes his cup, still having a sour expression, and sips his coffee. His face changes and relaxes once he does. Oh, it actually tastes quite good. I'll keep stopping by. Next time I'll bring my whiskey. Here you go, dollface. You're paying your tip. He takes my hand and puts something in it besides the pay, closing it. It's for good luck, trust me. I wouldn't want anything happening to my new favorite barista. This town's weird and quite dangerous, so watch your back. He pats my hand and walks away with his cup of coffee, humming a tune. I look at the strange man walk away. His eyes redirect themselves to my still closed hand, doubtful. When I opened it, I found the freakiest shit I've seen in years. It was a freaking dry, severed finger. I wasn't able to tell if it was real or fake. I look at the door without knowing what the hell that was all about. Hear Carrie approaching me, so I hurry, putting the finger in my pocket and the money on the register. Our first client. How much was it? I noticed some childish happiness coming from her, and I couldn't help but smile. An amazing $125? Dang! I didn't know coffee was that cheap. She noticed I was kidding and laughed shyly. Good enough to retire, right? I laughed, realizing the joke's still ongoing. At that exact moment, I noticed an abrupt change in Carrie's attitude when the bell chimes once again. Before looking at the door, I look on Carrie's face. At first, she was surprised to see who had entered, then her face changed in discomfort. Oh no, it's her. It's who? I turn around and look at the door to see who it is, while I heard Carrie running away into the storage bin. I just see a blonde young girl dressed in fancy branded clothes. She's got quite the unfriendly face. Her nose was wrinkled, almost as if she smelled something awful. Ugh, another stupid town cafe. Why is Chanel here? Beg your pardon? I want a foam-free Trenta latte, 5 decaffeinated shots, pumpkin essence, and no foam. 208 Fahrenheit. Woman. I blink, not getting this kid's attitude. I immediately realize this is one of those rich and entitled girls. Great, my favorite kind of people to talk to. It's dangerous to serve coffee that hot, you can get burnt. I'm sorry, are you deaf? I didn't ask for advice, I asked for coffee. Don't question and do your damn job. Man, I don't want to get sued, but I'm gonna do what she asks. I swallow the anger I have right now. She used to do the most reasonable thing for the business, make her the Trenta latte. While I'm at it, I fantasize about throwing it at her face and messing up her makeup, or with a bit of luck, cause first-degree burns. It's what would happen with a coffee at that temperature. Finally, I got the exact order. Here you go. Instead of taking the damn cup, the blondie just stares at it. To take away. She smiles with the malice of an entitled girl. She's testing me, I know it. But I don't fall for it. I grab the cup, carefully pour the content of one of our paper cups. I slightly burn my fingers, but I don't show it. There. Anything else? At least now I know that she won't be staying. I don't even know her, and I already want her gone. She drinks the coffee in small sips. Her lips brown, almost like she was disgusted for not finding something to complain about. Decent. Price is almost perfect. I think that's the closest thing she's ever said to a compliment. She extends her perfectly manicured hand and tosses a 20 on the counter. She walks to the door without waiting for her change or even saying goodbye. Thanks, come back soon. God, I hope you get run over. I'm so sorry. Chanel scares me to death. I hid in the storage room. Don't worry, I can see why. I saw everything. Well, almost everything. You're so brave. She says it with admiration. I shrug it off. I'm not taking note of it. When you've been in prison and lived what I lived, it takes more than a whimsy inside blondie to scare you. People can only intimidate you if you let them, Carrie. Now come, we got organized some stuff back there. We didn't get any more customers, just a few, but at least Carrie and I haven't been lazy and most of the storage room is fully organized now. I'm a bit tired. Yeah, it's been a busy first day. Now we're gonna take the tables back in and close. I ask Carrie to please turn the sign from open to close, and she does. She comes back with me to arrange the chairs until she remembers she left her bag in the storage room, going back for it. When I think the first day's over, I hear the door opening and a bell chiming. Someone enters the cafe, just my luck. I'm so lucky, I got here just in time. A hot caramel macchiato with double vanilla. And don't go too small with the caramel. I raise an eyebrow looking at him, a short, red-headed boy with scars on his face. This town's sure full of interesting people. Kinda looks like a doll, or is that just my imagination? He leaned on the counter and is now waiting for me to move. He doesn't seem too embarrassed to arrive at the last second to buy a coffee. Sorry, but we're closed already. Isn't he a bit small to consume caffeine? My bad, didn't see the sign. You're gonna serve me anyway though, right? Client's always right. No, I just hope we don't get murdered later, you know? That's my hope. You're not right, because it's closing. Throw him out or give him coffee. Yeah, just give him his coffee. I sigh and go to the bar. It's not that I don't think the client is always... I think the client's always right, but after such a hard day, I don't want any more trouble. Now I get why the last owner was so bitter. Making the caramel macchiato took less than I thought with the boy's indications. Looks like he isn't taking his eye off me while I was preparing the drink, like he's making sure it's just how he wants it. Place the coffee in front of him on the bar. His mouth changes into a big grin without looking away from me, his huge blue eyes piercing my soul. At least it seems like he likes what he sees, whatever it is he's seeing. Here you go. The redhead takes the glass and sips. A few seconds later, he nods, pleased. I feel the sugar kicking in already, ideal for a long night. He laughs in a quite unique manner, winking at me and handing an exact amount of money. He continues drinking the coffee without moving at all, like he owns the place and time doesn't matter. Excuse me, we're closing, as I was saying. Oh yeah, right, I get your hint. Don't be so grumpy or you'll grow wrinkles. It'd be a shame to ruin such a pretty face. Well, he didn't get the right paper glass hint. Wait, is the little guy flirting with me? I must bleach his for a few seconds, which he uses to turn around and walk to the door without any worries. I found my bag. If we can go, why do you seem tired all of a sudden? I scratch my eyelids. I probably look like shit, which is exactly how I feel at the moment. Forget it, let's just go. I'm walking back home after closing up the cafe with Carrie. The girl is really sweet, but I think she lacks courage. She reminds me of myself when I was younger. Maybe on the inside, I'm a bit jealous of her innocence. Although I'm distracted, my senses are still keen. I can't stop feeling someone looking at me from the back. Is my paranoia back? No, it's not my imagination. I'm hearing footsteps. I don't want to go home with someone following. No one knows where I live, and it can only get worse from there. Why is everything happening today? I can't stand it. I'm on my goddamn limit. Although my common sense tells me I should run away, I stop walking and look behind me. As I thought, there's no one there, but after hearing someone walking behind me, I'm certain I'm not alone. I already heard you, so come out of hiding already. Stop fooling around. There was a certain movement from inside the shadows. A tall and slender silhouette gets closer and I tense up. I really want to believe it was just my imagination, but... Wow, I didn't expect you to notice my presence. Most never do if I don't want to, you know? The silhouette gets closer to the light between us, which reveals a man in a dark leather jacket, black pants, and a mask covering his face. Oh, very sassy. Gotta admit, this is the first time it happens, but there's always a first time. Technically, you just took my stalking virginity? I stay quiet. I've already had a bad day today with Chanel, and that weird doll. Having an encounter with a mask break was only making it worse. I don't know what you want, but I'm not in the mood. Please, leave me alone. I wish it was that easy. The masked man makes a theatrical gesture, placing one hand on his chest and the other facing me. But sadly for you, catching me by surprise has caught my attention, so no, I won't leave you alone. My eye twitches. I'm definitely about to lose my patience, the little sanity I have left and everything else. Although I can leave you for the moment in exchange for one simple question. Okay, what is it? I sigh while pinching the bridge of my nose. I really want to go back home as soon as possible, so I better just play along. Alright, you win. Ask me whatever you want. Great, I'm glad you cooperate. Alright, the question is, what's your favorite horror movie? Just that? This week wants to know my favorite horror movie? I think about it before answering, but the answer is easy. Should I say Saw? Saw? Saw, the one with the jigsaw doll? I watch it when I'm bored. The masked man starts to laugh like he's been told a joke. What a sadist. Alright, you're okay for now. I also like it. He says goodbye, still cackling. The last thing I see before he turns around is him winking at me. Wait, how did the mask wink at me? I pretend to forget about it. I better just go home before stumbling with another freak asking what's my favorite Disney movie or some shit. Keep on walking, try not to think too much about what just happened. I'm so done with today that I just want to go home, refresh myself with a shower, and sleep. I stop walking when I see a big figure obstructing the apartment building's door. The uneasy feeling returns. Please, no more freaks. By the way, when I realized he's smoking right beside my window, the doubts turned to anger. If I was already having a shit day, this was what truly was gonna make me snap. Seems like the man realized my expression changed. He stopped inhaling the smoke. Ugh, this guy looks like an asshole. Ask who he is. Who are you? The stranger adjusts the mask he's wearing. The cigarette in his hand was still lit. The message is clear. He doesn't want to talk. Rude, I should have just told him to stick the cigarette up his... Hi, Michael. Unexpectedly, he finally spoke. I remain silent, watching to see if he keeps talking, but since he doesn't open his mouth, I'm in charge of carrying the conversation. Do you live around here? I moved in the morning, so I don't know many people. He takes his sweet time answering, but he does nevertheless. He raises his hand and points with his thumb to the building that I'm trying to get in. I live right here. Michael, I've been looking for you. A dirty blonde-haired girl opens the door and grabs him by the arm. It makes me realize how muscular this guy is. The girl looks up at me, surprised. Oh, sorry, did my brother... Michael. Brother? Sister? I don't remember that. Sorry, did my brother scare you? Well, at least there's one normal person in the family. Don't worry, we're just chatting. Michael spoke to you? That's new. I don't want to cause a bad impression saying otherwise, so I just nod in response. May have stood out to him. You're new, right? We don't really get many new neighbors around here. Name's Lori, by the way. That's right, I got here this morning. My name's Murmy. It's a pleasure. Likewise. You're sweet, but we're in a bit of a hurry. I'll see you later around here? Don't hesitate to ask if we're out of salt. Her tone lets me know she's just joking in a friendly way, so I laugh and wave them goodbye. I chose to ignore the fact that Lori practically had to drag Michael upstairs once we got inside. I don't ask why he's got a janitor suit or a mask. I'll just pretend it's totally normal. That's a janitor suit? My door opens with a click and I enter my apartment, leaning my back on the door to close it. I sigh, relaxing. Finally at home. I'm hungry, but I don't have enough energy to prepare something to eat. I go to the kitchen and grab some cookies I bought, head into my room and throw myself on the bed. I feel heavier as the tension leaves my body, relaxing every muscle. What an absurdly stressful day. What kind of madman lives around here? It's like a cheap movie. I eat some cookies, fall asleep as soon as I take my pants off in bed. An interesting first day. Oh, hell no. You didn't. I open my eyes, looking around startled. I can't recognize where I am, but it's cold. I hear strange metallic sounds from a place out of view. I get up from the ground, scanning my surroundings. I must be dreaming. I start to walk around the place. I can feel the cold, rusty metal under my feet. This feels too real. I start to doubt if this is actually a dream. Maybe it's not a dream after all? I can hear a small girl humming in the distance. I can feel shivers down my spine, but I don't feel the fear I should. I search for the voice's origin, but can't seem to find it. Instead, now I'm hearing a deep, raspy laugh. The cackling feels closer. No, this is a dream. I know it is. I can't just suddenly appear somewhere so horrifying. I can hear steps getting closer. The scraping of two metal objects going closer and closer. Wake up? Is it a dream? Oh, it is. I manage to start myself up, cold sweat running down my face. I look at the ceiling and let out a deep sigh. A groan leaves my mouth as I pinch the bridge of my nose. Not even a freaking night of sleep? I groan again, shifting positions. Only thing left to do is to try and sleep again. But instead my body moves forward and sits up instinctively. I heard a laugh, the same as my dreams. What the hell? Oh right, he infiltrates dreams. Ugh. A horrified man is standing in front of my bed. His scorched face looks at me, grinning. He plays with his glove with long, sharp blades at the end of each finger, all colliding with each other. You're right, let's take a nap, shall we? The last thing I see is the shining steel of his glove's daggers, forming a perfect arch in the air before piercing my chest. We're dead? A horrible nightmare. Oh no! Oh, that was chapter 1? Oh, well, I died, so of course it's gonna be the end. Alright, depend. I don't think you like this waking up. Get out of my dream. I screamed, more angry than scared. I turned around to see where the noise was coming from. I managed to see a silhouette in the darkness. It's wearing a hat and a glove with a sharp blade at the end of each finger. He stops at his feet when hearing my voice. By the way his head tilted, he seems confused. What? I managed to start myself up, cold sweat running down my face. Maybe he won't kill you this time. I try to sleep again, shifting positions. Okay, I'm trying other routes, so this time I'm gonna be completely dismissive, so let's walk away from Jason. I think this is Jason. I don't think getting involved with a stranger of unknown origin with tear apart clothing and weird skin color is a good idea. I gotta go. I go around him without much resistance and leave him behind. Okay, let's give him that alcoholic Americano. Maybe that finger it gave us was actually bad luck. I stare for a few seconds inside, look at both sides before gesturing for him to wait. He curiously looks at me while I take care of the Americano. When I'm done, I take the cup and go to the storage room. There I open a box with my stuff. One of my faves, Jack Daniels. Sometimes on rough days, I drink half the bottle and drown in tears until passing out. Now I'm just pouring it in a coffee, measuring the quantity so it adds taste without going too far. I went back to the bar and handed the man his coffee. There you go, coffee of Americano without anything added, because we don't have permission to serve alcohol. The man looked at me slightly doubtful before looking at the cup. Finally, he takes it, drinks, and smiling with satisfaction. Perfect. Now I know where to come for my Americano without anything added. He laughed, quite pleased. I guess I'm still a little weak to whims. Either that, or the guy just looked like an uncle who just wanted to drink. Here you go, Dollface. You're paying your tip. Takes my hand. Do you still give me that weird little finger? Damn it. No, Chanel number 1, you're not getting your very specific drink. Decline and ask her to leave. I'm sorry, we don't have that on the menu. And is it responsible to make coffee at that temperature? What? How can you not have a Trenta latte? What kind of rundown cafe is this? We just opened and we don't have pumpkin essence. I don't know what we could get you. What a tragedy. Actually, the pumpkin essence is right below the counter, unopened. I refuse to make her coffee. Life showed me that things are asked with respect and education, and this rich girl's got none of them. You're doing it on purpose. Do you know who I am? I'm Chanel Oberlin. My dad's the mayor. I'll make your freaking excuse of a cafe shut down. You'll end up on the street. They can shut down my cafe for not having pumpkin essence? She pierces my soul with her eyes. She doesn't appreciate my tone at all, but I just smile. You think you're so smart, huh? I'll make you regret this. She turns around, almost hitting me with her blonde hair, and walks away. Her angled heels hit the floor with each step, making her presence known. Thank you for visiting. Come back soon. Okay, time to show Chucky out. This feels like such a bad idea, but oh well. This cocky attitude gets on my nerves. It's been a hard day and that Chanel brat took enough of my patience. Coffee machine's turned off, so you can turn it back on. It takes too long, we're out of milk anyways. If you want a caramel macchiato, just come back a bit earlier tomorrow. Hey, I was busy today. All I need is some damn sweet coffee. Yeah, well, not my problem. Seems like he's about to throw a tantrum, crossing his arms with a big frown. Finally, he seems to give up, but he keeps growling as he gets closer to the door. Expect me back here tomorrow, your bitch. This isn't over. He's threatening me with coming back? Doesn't seem like a good threat. He gets out, slamming the door. A second later, he opens it again and peeks inside. You boring whore. You damn caramel macchiato better have a lot of cream in it. After saying that, he slams the door once again. Seems like he still needs to say some more stuff. Wow, now that's a love for caramel macchiatos. Let's say no. I finally snap after having such a shitty day. I won't answer any freaking questions, just leave me alone. As soon as that phrase leaves my lips, I turn around and run away. I don't even look behind me, but I can't hear his footsteps, understanding he's not following me anymore. I'm so done with the day that I just want to go home, refresh myself with a shower, and sleep. And now we have one more. Ask him to find another place to smoke. Can you smoke somewhere else? That window's beside you is mine and it goes into my living room. I don't like the scent of tobacco. To be honest, I wasn't kind in the slightest, but who can blame me? The last thing I need is going to my apartment and smelling someone's smoke. He doesn't answer, but he does put out the cigarette against the sole of one of his heavy boots. He adjusts his mask and wait, ready to wear a mask. This was definitely the weirdest encounter I've had today. Oh hell no, they're all here. Oh no! Something's not right. I started forward, sitting on my bed, looking at a bunch of horrible figures in front of me. Looks like he managed to piss off everyone in town. Ending slasher party, oh no! Okay, and that's the end of Horror Romance, because I can't find chapter 2. I thought I downloaded chapter 2 with this, but I guess not, so now I'm just confused. But that is the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. Bye.